Hey, mostly ladies and gentlemen. I think we're live. This this is Shayna Melissa Stockman here. Ooh. I like never ever YouTube live, so I'm getting used to it and getting out of my comfort zone to get more comfortable because there's no growth in the comfort zone and no comfort in the growth zone. But I wanted to share a couple things with you, right? You guys, are you like working too much, right? And you're like doing the job of a few people and you wish you had some more help. Have you ever had those jobs? And then you're like, wow, this isn't the job that I signed up for. And now I'm doing more work and I have less staff and no pay differential. And now maybe they're removing some benefits. Are you ready to live your best life now? Would you like to save a ton of time and expedite your journey to your end destination? And I'll tell you why I pointed to that painting. This was actually a painting done by Steve Smith, the drummer of many, many, many years for Journey. And I love it. So I want to help you. And I wanted to share a few tidbits. I just completed a Burnt Out to Blissful 3-day challenge. It was a lot of fun. Congratulations to those of you that got on. For those of you that missed it, you can still go to Shayna Melissa, register for the VIP, and get all the replays for $47. That's less than you spend on a lunch and a dinner. But I wanted to share a few key points. Did you ever go to get directions from someone and the person you asked had never been where you want to go? And you're like, oh God, I should have asked someone else. Or people are giving you advice and direction, and they've never been where you want to go, right? I only want directions from someone who has been there and knows how to get there, right? If I'm like, oh, how do you get to Tony's Pizza? And they're like, oh, I've never been. Maybe it's a left. No, I think it's a right. I'm not sure. No, don't take directions from people who have never been where you want to go. Only take directions from people who have been where you want to go. Does that make sense? Okay. And then another nugget that I was sharing on my Burnt Out to Blissful challenge was when you were little, right? And you were learning to tie your shoes, would you rather have spent all day or days and days trying to figure out how to do it? Or did you say, like, Mommy, can you show me how? Daddy, Grandma, Grandpa? And when they showed you how to tie your shoes because they were already experienced at that, not only did they teach you how to do it, but you were able to then tie your shoes at an expedited pace to expedite your journey and end destination, right? So don't take directions from people who have never been where you want to go because those people will offer you directions all the time. Only take directions from people who have been where you want to go. Learn from people who have been there, done that, and are experienced at it so they can teach you how to do it, right? If I've gone to, say, Tony's Pizza, and I'm like, oh no, don't make a left there because I made that and it was a dead end. I made a mistake. So I'm going to tell you how to get there, right? So learn from people who have been there, done that, and are experienced so they can expedite your journey and destination. I hope these gold nuggets help you. These are ones that I dropped in my free Burnt Out to Blissful 3-day challenge. And then also another tidbit I have is if you're going from, say, New York to California, think about this question. You're going from New York to California. Would you rather walk there? That's the road less traveled, right? I don't know anybody that's walked from New York to California. There's not even a path paved. I'm going to have to guess, do I make a left at the Rock, right at the Rock? I'm probably going to end up going in circles and never get there. Or do I hop on a bicycle? Because that's quicker and more people have done that. And the pathway is a little paved in certain spots. Or do I hop in a Lambo or a Vet? Right? Because that vehicle is fast and can expedite my journey. I like to make learning fun, so I hope you appreciate this. So going from New York to Cali, would you rather walk where there's not a paved pathway because you know people that have been there, done that? Would you rather hop on a bicycle that's a little quicker, but just the paved road a little bit? Or would you rather not take the road less traveled and take the roadway that's paved, where a lot of people have done this, paved the road for me? I you can easily reach out to people and say, hey, listen, how did you drive from New York to Cali, right? So hopefully you'd rather take the vehicle and expedite your journey to your end destination so that you can be happier quicker. Who wouldn't want to save years or decades off their life, right? Otherwise, I could spend years or decades walking around in circles and unbeaten paths trying to figure out how to get there. Hmm. I think I'm going to hop in the Lambo. So I hope this helps you. So don't take directions from people that have never been where you want to go. Only take directions from people who have been where you want to go. Learn from people who have been there, done that, what you want to do to expedite your own journey to your end destination, and allow someone who has been there, done that to be the vehicle for you to lend a hand and show you what they did and how they did it. So, what I am offering to my friends is to be the vehicle to expedite their journey and their end destination. So, it can turn your decades of learning into days, right? Imagine this. I have over 3 decades of college classes. I have more than that in learning altogether. I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on my college education in the past 3 decades or 30 years. I have spent at least $10,000 on each individual mini online class by some of the most successful people. And more successful people cost a lot more than that. I have been, and I'm sharing this with you for a reason, so please stay tuned. I have been on classes with the most successful people that I know in the world. Oh my God. I have been at live conferences with people like Erin Brockovich, wellness and advocate for decades, right? She is the biggest wellness and health advocate I have known in my career. I have been in a classroom, a class with Sir Richard Branson, right? He sent men and women into outer space. Who better to learn from than people that are more successful than you, that can show you the tips and the tools and the trade to expedite your journey to your end destination? So that's what I want to do for you. I want to take my hundreds of thousands of dollars that I've spent over decades and 30 plus years of education and condense it into days to expedite your journey and your end destination. But I want to make it fun too. And it's going to be live, but it's going to be on virtual like this, where we can interact in, where I can see you, and it's going to be so cool. So what I just did, I just completed the Burnt Out to Blissful 3-day challenge. And don't feel like you missed out on it. You can still go to ShanaMelissa.now, ShanaMelissa.com. And when you join the Burnt Out to Blissful Challenge, even though it just ended today, you will get your own private dashboard with all the replays of 3 solid days of gold nuggets that I've learned over decades and hundreds of thousands that I've spent. And that's $47 less than you spend on a lunch or a dinner. You have to invest in yourself today to have a better outcome for yourself tomorrow. The best investment you can make is in you and yourself. And I believe in you, and you are deserving, and you are worthy. And you have to get out of your comfort zone, because I knew when I was getting burned out at my position, it was scary leaving 6 figures for the unknown. But what I thought was even scarier was working there till the day I died, because a lot of us will actually die before we retire. So even though I was scared of moving forward, I was scared. You should not be scared of moving forward. You should be more fearful of being in the same exact spot in 10 years from now, in 5, or even in 2 years from now. So don't fear moving forward and onward and upward. Fear stagnation and being in the same exact spot until the day you die. And if you don't do anything about it, nothing's going to change. You're still going to be here tomorrow. So I just want to share those gold nuggets with you. And I want to expedite your journey. I want to turn my decades and hundreds of decades and years of knowledge and my hundreds of thousands of dollars that I spent and condense it into days for you. So I have a 6-week course coming up that I just fully created. And I just started offering it today. Build your best life now. And it's going to be 6 weeks. There's lots of cool perks and bonuses, but that's not why I came on today. I just wanted to share with you that learn from somebody that's been there, done that, to give you direction in where you want to go and could expedite your journey to your end destination. And I can do that for you. I can take hundreds of thousands of dollars and condense it into less than $1,000 and take all these years and condense it into days. So I have a 6-week course coming up that it's going to take your dreams. It's going to help you expedite your journey to live your best life that you can. It's going to help you. We stopped dreaming, a lot of us, when we were children, right? When I was a child, I'm like, oh, I want to be a nurse. And because I dreamed, then I took action to make that dream happen. As an adult, we lose the ability when we stop dreaming. We need to dream again and build up what do we want in the future and be those forward thinkers, because the most successful people in life don't think about the here and now. They think about the future, right? Christopher Columbus, the world is round. I'm going to travel the world and I'm going to prove it. And people thought that they were crazy, and they're not. Steve Jobs said in the 80s, there should be a computer at every workstation. People thought he was crazy, right? No, he was a forward thinker. Wayne Gretzky from the Rangers, he says, I don't focus on where the puck is. I focus on where the puck is going. Okay. And it goes on and on. Sir Richard Branson, he thought about, I want to send men and women to outer space. So he made it happen. So you have to be a forward thinker. So that's what my class is about. It's about building your best life. It's going to help you realize, what do you truly want out of life? What are your limiting beliefs? Unveil your limiting beliefs. Turn your limiting beliefs into superpowers, right? And transform your dream into reality. I'm also a certified dream builder. I'm not just a nurse of 30 years and a registered nurse and nationally board certified nurse practitioner, a best-selling published author and a #1 international best-selling author, and not only the biohack NP and the world wellness expert. And I'm not only the one that, when the doctors left my grandma helpless and hopeless at 79 years old, I got her walking again with no cane, no walker. And I'm also, and I should have introduced this about myself in the beginning for those of you that don't know me. And I also myself was in full-blown heart failure, autoimmune problems, massive trigeminal neuralgia, joint pain, was gaining weight from the meds, high blood pressure, high sugars, exhausted, non-functional, getting tolerant to the meds, to biohacking my pathways and my genes to change my genetic expression so that I didn't need prescriptions anymore. And that, you know what, I went back to my ideal weight. My sugars went to normal. My heart failure resolved. My last cardiac MRI was amazing. My heart failure resolved. I no longer have autoimmune problems. I no longer have trigeminal neuralgia. I can touch my base. I can touch my joints that I couldn't touch before. My weight's back to my ideal. My sugars are now normal. My blood pressure is normal. I'm happier, energetic, and fully functional. So you know what? I activate my genetic pathways to change my genetic expression, to help my body get better from within, right? So I want to help expedite your journey. If it's your health, your wellness, your mindset, your dreams, build your dreams and transform them into reality. And I can help you do that in 6 weeks. So I'm going to take that hundreds of thousands I've spent and that decades and years of knowledge. I'm going to condense it into days, 6 weeks. It's going to be virtual on Zoom like this, but it's going to be interactive. You guys are going to have your own private dashboard, and you're going to be able to access replays of the 3-day Burnt Out to Blissful challenge that you just missed. You're going to be able to access replays of my prior Dream Builder fun yet interactive productive workshop. You're going to get on live workshops with me that are interactive and fun. You're going to get your own dashboard that you have the replays of the 3-day challenge, the replays of the Dream Builder Power Hours, that you have empowering tools to help you level up so you can live the best life that you are meant to live, that you deserve and you are meant for. That there's going to be other cool bonuses. There's going to be special savings and opportunity to become best-selling published author. 95% of people want to, and less than 1% do. Why? They can't afford to. And they spent their entire life writing a book. So what do? You write one little chapter. I give you creative writing workshops and all this other stuff. You can have an opportunity to become best-selling published author in my next book as well. So this Build Your Best Life Now is what I did. Was I decided, well, a lot of classes online are 10 grand, right? And college classes starting at $3,000 for an average one. I didn't want to do that. So I didn't want to charge you 100,000s that I've spent. I didn't want to charge you the 10 that most online classes start at, the good ones that I've been to. I didn't want to charge you even 3 that a college class charges. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it for 3. Early bird special, $14.97. So I'm only charging $29.97, but this is a class like no other because a college class is more and it's not going to transform your life and expedite my decades into days for you. If someone was to do that for me and they offered me this, I would spend 100 grand on this. Oh my God, are you kidding me? So I want to give to you what was not given to me. And I want to help you expedite that journey from decades into days, but I want to make it fun and interactive. So instead of hundreds of thousands, 10 grand on like an online class or 3 grand for a college class, I was going to give you early bird special, 14.97, right? For the early bird special. And then I want to give you a fast acting bonus. So $777, not even $1,000. Like, oh my God. And 6 weeks, people learn more from me in 3 days than would have spent that for my 3 days. So fast action bonuses mean, hey, if you register now at shaneandmelissa.com and reserve your seat now, before Tuesday, November 1st at 11:59 Eastern Time, you will not only get it the $29.97 package for half price, the early bird $14.97. You're going to get it for $777, not even $1,000 for 6 weeks with me, with your dashboard, powering tools, the prior course that I took, the prior challenge that I hosted, and lots of cool perks to become a best-selling published author and stuff. So 777, your fast call, your fast action. I want to reward those that take action fast because a lot of times we put things on a to-do list and they never get done, right? Because then your roof leaks, your kid's sick, your spouse, your significant other. So fast action bonus is if you go to shaneandmelissa.com now, ShaneAMelissa.com now, and you register, it's only going to be $777. And the next one that does it from here is going to get now I normally charge $250 an hour, right? They're going to get a 60-minute complimentary private one-on-one consultation with me worth another $250 for fast acting now. That's the very next one. And if you're not the very next one to do that and you're one of the two following, you're going to get a 30-minute consultation with me worth another $125 for absolutely free. How cool is that? So your call to action to build your best life from someone who has been there, done that, and can expedite your journey from decades into days and make it fun on interactive Zooms is to go to shaneandmelissa.com right now and reserve your seat for just $777 and have an opportunity to get that 60-minute private consultation with me, but complimentary for absolutely free. So I won't take up any more of your precious time. But man, I wish somebody did this for me because it took me decades to get where I am. Oh my God. Go to shaneandmelissa.com now. Be well, biohack, Olo, and definitely subscribe and drop me a thumbs up and a comment too. And I'd like to end this by